We've got, excuse me, we've got tadpoles, okay? So basically the caretaker at school, he must have been bringing tadpoles in for the nursery, like the nursery garden. I'm sorry if you can hear him. And I think some of the kids had got like a whiff of it and they all wanted them. We were meant to get frog spawn, but now the tadpoles. And we currently have a lovely load of them in a fish tank. I was meant to get rid of this fish tank when the fish passed away. I was like, right, that's it. I want to get rid of it. And I just never gave it away. And my kids clearly saw their opportunity and they took it. And I gave in and we've now got tadpoles. I went to Pets at Home yesterday and I bought some aquatic plants, 3 plants for £15. I fed them boiled spinach this morning, like partly boiled spinach. There's one rock in there, but we need to find a bigger rock. And my friend gave us some rainwater from a water butt so that they could live their best life. I actually think they're so cool, and I am considering building a pond in the back garden, but I don't know. I'm a little bit in two minds, but Tommy really, he's like my middle child. He really wants to keep these frogs. I won't be able to keep all of them because there's loads of tadpoles. But I'm thinking, do I? I'll show you them. So that's like the little fish tank and the plants that I got from Pets at Home. I think I showed you in the previous video. I got that one, and that floaty thing up there. And up there is like the kind of cool boiled spinach, which I've made for them. And obviously there's the rocks at the back, but I do need like a bigger one for when the tadpoles kind of start getting legs and arms and all of that, because they will need to like come out. So yeah. So my washing machine's on, so I'm going to use my little microphone. Currently behind me is my chicken carcasses, 10 chicken carcasses. Why I've been collecting 10, actually I know why I've been collecting 10 chicken carcasses. It's because I really want to make my own chicken stock cubes, but when I don't know how to do something, I just procrastinate about it. And then we've ended up with 10 chicken carcasses and no room in my freezer. So today is the day that I attempt to make my own chicken stock. I'm going to bring the pan to a boil and then I'm going to let it simmer for 6 hours. It says online to let it simmer for 3 to 6 hours, but I'm going to go for the 6 hours. Then I think you have to strain it. I can't remember if you put it back to boil. I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. This is off Google, by the way. It does say to put carrots and stuff like that in vegetables, but I can't be bothered to do that right now. And we always add like salt, pepper, is it rosemary or thyme when we cook a chicken dinner, and butter. So there's some onions that are already in there from like, I'll put the onions in the roasting tray as well. So there's a bit of flavour in there already. I think it'll be all right. And I don't really think there's a lot of room left either in the pan. So yeah, that's not going to happen. There's going to be no vegetables in there. And then I think, where was it up to? After you let boil, strain it, leave it to cool, refrigerate it, my mixture, which there's a lot, so I don't know how I'm going to fit that in my fridge. Then it should form like a fatty layer on top, and then it says online that that's quite good for your roasties. So you scrape the fatty layer off the top, and then you can use that for your roasties. So that'll be good for Sunday dinner tomorrow. And then with the remaining stock, like the liquid, then you just pour them into ice cube trays, and you should have stock cubes that you keep in your freezer. That's the plan. Don't know if it's going to work, but it's better to try it than to procrastinate it and collect carcasses. Yeah. So last year I planted my potatoes in buckets and they didn't do that great. What's in this basket is basically the potatoes from last year. So this year I've decided to plant them in one of my raised beds. I think I've done 5 rows of 5 potatoes. Um, so fingers crossed we'll get a good amount. I haven't seen any growth on them just yet, but we have had like cold nights and cold mornings. So I think I've still got a bit of time before they start growing. The cat hasn't dug these up yet, which is great. So that's a bonus. And let's just hope that this year, for my first earlies, I get a decent crop of potatoes. And then this is my carrot patch. I started this carrot patch last year in hopes of getting carrots for Christmas, and that just didn't happen. So hopefully I get a good crop of carrots for spring or summer. And then this raised bed is dedicated to my sugar snap pea pods, which Eddie loves. Hi. So my camera had died when I was planting in my peas. I'm planting sugar snap pea pods in that raised bed. That raised bed I actually planted carrots in last year, so I've decided to switch things around a little bit because apparently that's what you're meant to do. So I'm trying it. It's the second year of properly growing anything in these raised beds. So yes, carrots last year, sugar snap peas this year. I don't have that many. I used what was left in the packet from last year. So I think I'm going to go out and buy some more and sow some more seeds and just maybe get them. You know, when you sow a bunch of seeds and then you wait a couple of weeks and then you sow some more, so you have like a continuous supply. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. I've grown marigolds from seed. They are starting to grow, so I'm going to try and plant them in between as well. They're my sacrificial plants. I've got loads of plants in that I've started growing. Some of them are a bit leggy, but I'll show you all of them in next week's video. My potatoes, they are Casablancas, which I had grew in buckets last year, and they were really small potatoes. So the potatoes that's left over, I've now planted them in my raised bed, and I'm going to see if they grow. What did I grow in that raised bed last year? carrots, pea pods. I don't actually know. I can't remember what I grew in the third raised bed where my potatoes are. Did I grow any? Oh, strawberries. It was my strawberry patch, yes. So I've ripped out all the strawberries and I put the potatoes in there instead. Oh, I need to think of something to do with the strawberries. Yeah. There's loads going on at the moment in the garden. The weather's gorgeous today. We're now in April. Things have started growing. The stock cubes came out great. I've got 20, 40, 60. I've got about 100 stock cubes, like frozen ones, in my ice cube trays. They're all in the freezer. Don't really have space for them. I'm not going to be collecting any more carcasses anytime soon until I've used them because I don't have a chest freezer. I literally just have a family size fridge freezer. So that went all great. I cooled all of the stock in the fridge and then I just transferred them into ice cube trays and then made them into ice cubes, and they're just in a plastic bag at the moment. So yeah, that's went good. Yeah. I'm going to leave this here and I will see you soon. Bye.